All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the TSFT podcast. This is episode number 125, which we have recorded twice. The last one contained far too much offensive content. Dude, we haven't uploaded the podcast in a month.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we should have dressed up on fucking Halloween, man.
We should have done that. Awesome. I didn't even think about that on Halloween.
I know. We'll do something for
Christmas.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving.
Yeah, something for Turkey Day.
Yeah.
Dress up as a pilgrim.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or
I have a little.
We probably can't do that because then that's like
hat.
Fucking cultural appropriation.
It probably
or whatever.
is. Everything's cultural appropriation. But anyway, so yeah,
how is Halloween not cultural appropriation? I mean, I could dress up as like a fucking
There's
Hindu
no
goddess
such thing
or
as
something.
cultural appropriation.
No, it's all bullshit.
It's so dumb.
It's all bullshit.
It's so dumb.
It's
actually like a compliment to another culture.
Yeah, because copying somebody is the ultimate form of flattery.
Yes.
So, I mean, what's the big fucking deal?
Well, I get it if I walk around like dressed up as an Indian and I'm like, what are you doing today? I'm going to tech support.
Well, that's different.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a little bit, that's on the edge.
But like, if you dressed up as a terrorist for Halloween, that's funny.
Yeah. If I dressed up as a terrorist for Halloween?
Yeah, like Osama bin Laden or something.
Like, can I just put like a bomb
vest on and get like a fake AK-47?
Nobody dressed up as Jeffrey Dahmer at the bars.
Well, why would you dress up as a serial killer?
Because it pisses people off, dude.
Well, yeah, dude.
That's half
Did you hear that Jeffrey Dahmer's dad's thinking about suing Netflix because of that shit?
I heard about that.
Yeah, bro.
Why,
I mean, like,
they made the dad look so good.
Well, and they didn't accurately portray everything.
Yeah, they fucking lied. They put that black chick, who the next door neighbor had nothing to do with the fact she was black, by the way, but they had her next door. Right, but in reality, she was in the building across the street.
Well, actually,
they only put
how Jeffrey Dahmer got caught was his last victim escaped by punching him in the face and knocking his glasses off.
Did you watch the show?
No, dude. I've done real research, not the show.
No, but I'm saying they have that in the show.
Yeah, so the neighbor wasn't the one that fucking.
No, the neighbor wasn't the one. People would smell, but they had that neighbor there because they needed to like
have.
They needed to
meet certain quotas.
Yeah, they needed to meet quotas. Speaking of quotas,
yes,
we were just well, this has nothing to do with quotas. I was actually talking to you. We started the podcast originally, then we started lagging.
Yes, we had to update the software.
Update the software, and now we have this fat fucking watermark at the bottom of the screen.
So our show is sponsored by No,
it's not. I do not.
No,
I do not consent to that watermark being there.
No, we want to get rid of it. So if you know how to get rid of it, please let us know.
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. There's got to be a hack.
I'm probably going to switch. I think we could switch to OBS.
All right, then let's
if we switch to OBS, we wouldn't have to. See, now I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the competitor and how much better the competitor is.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, when we hop on, that's going to be gone because it's always listening.
OBS. So we were talking about No Nut November, which is a huge topic.
Yeah, we were on that.
And then that turned into addiction.
Yes.
And we were explaining how addiction is not real.
It's all choice.
No.
Like, we did address the fact that there can be physical aspects of it. Like, your body could be going through withdrawal, which is a physical part of addiction. But the choice of doing drugs, sex, shopping, gambling, I mean, anything can be an addiction. I mean, drugs, you name it.
Yeah.
Okay? All of that.
But the motivation to stop, like, and I gave this example before. If I was addicted to heroin,
I hit the fruity thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fruity thing.
You like the fruity thing?
Yeah.
If those last for like, dude, last one I had lasted for like a month, dude.
It is cloud.
It lasted for a month.
That's good. What is that, like strawberry kiwi?
This is watermelon ice.
Oh, close
They
enough.
have a ton of flavors. $24. Has a charger.
24. Oh, it's chargeable?
Yeah, and it lasts for a month.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
That's swag dope.
What do you think you spend on Views Pods in a month?
I don't do
Views.
I
mean
Jewel Pods in a month? Okay, so it's about $16.99 for a 4-pack. I can make a 4-pack last me almost about 2 weeks. So I'd say about under $40 a month for Jewel.
This would be cheaper.
It would be.
Yeah.
And if it lasts me that long, but
see, the thing is they do have a menthol flavor.
I can't do that covertly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can. Just hide it in your hand like this. This is pretty covert. If we're sitting here talking about addiction and how it's not real, and then we're fucking. You know what? Actually,
oh no, it's a choice. I make this choice every single day.
Choice as well. Yeah,
every fucking time I hit it, it's a choice. It's not my body. Well, like sometimes it could be a muscle memory or oral fixation.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that. But
that's good. Dude.
I could literally throw this in a bonfire.
That is the ultimate irony, though, that we're sitting here talking about addiction.
Right?
Like, can I hit the
oh yeah. Oh no, this one's better. No, I spend this much on it. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, no, but I don't believe in it, dude. And
well, I mean, like,
because I was talking, like, if I'm addicted to heroin, right? Yeah. And my doctor says, "Hey,
you're gonna die if you shoot up again.
If you shoot up again, I'm not doing it again." Right?
Yeah, and you're not gonna do it because you don't want to.
Because the motivation to quit is, and I gave the point. I was like, the worst thing that you can tell somebody who's addicted to something is that they're physically addicted to something. You get like, dude, you're addicted. Sorry. Like,
well,
what is that even supposed to mean?
Humans are the most selfish creatures.
But what does that mean? Like, if you're addicted, and I go, "Hey, you're addicted. I apologize. You're fucked. Sorry."
Cool.
It's like, yeah. You know what I mean? I gotta be like, no, you're not. You're not addicted. Just fucking stop doing it.
Yeah,
in fact,
make
I'm gonna put
the choice.
Here. I'm not gonna hit that motherfucker the rest of the show just to prove that it's a complete choice.
And I'm gonna do it with it right in front of me, so I have the temptation present. That's the thing that you guys need to realize. Surround yourself with temptation. That's how you grow. That's how you get stronger and better by resisting it. Yeah, I might reach for it out of habit, but I'm not gonna hit it.
No,
I'm not gonna hit it. And that's growth. Even 1% a day, if you grow 1% a day, 100 days later, you're 100% new person.
The people with the easiest lives end up being the biggest fuck-ups because they have easy lives. You need to have, and even if you're born in a
humans are creatures that need and desire challenge. I mean, it's like this, okay? Ants, right? They build the same kind of anthill every fucking time. It's a hive species, right? We, on the other hand, are like, let's build a fucking anthill. And we see the anthill and we're like, all right, now let's build a better one.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're going to make it fucking twice as big this time.
Yeah.
That's how we constantly challenge ourselves to meet our benchmarks and go above it. Mm-hmm. That's us as a species. So using that on a micro scale, if you want to grow, you got to make those little decisions, those baby steps to actually grow as an individual.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to challenge yourself, and you have to have temptation. That's why we were talking at the beginning of the show before the one we had to. Now we just redid this one, but you were saying, I don't want to do No Nut November because I have a girlfriend.
It's going to make it a lot harder.
That makes it harder. That's better because then at the end of No Nut November, you're like, dude, I didn't bust any lassos or whips, right? I went through the whole month of November with a girlfriend.
I know I could
pussy is readily available at the drop of a pin, and I didn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, like,
my most successful No Nut November. In fact, my most successful No Nut November came when I was in a relationship.
Well, and I would imagine so because you still have the element of compassion and the hanging out and going out and doing stuff together, that social interaction. It's not always all about sex, and that's the thing, a lot of people think that's all men want is sex. That's not true. Men want a lot of different things, I mean, they are, and we got into this in previous podcasts about like mental health and men's mental health and how that's not addressed enough, all that kind of shit. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole because we got some good topics to go down.
Yeah.
All right. But I did like where we were going with all that. Very valid, very key
points. Did you hear about the feminists? Let me see. I want to see if I can find this. I'm going to tell the story and then I'm going to pause it and pull up the article real quick. But basically, this woman thought that it was this feminist lady, like a feminist author, thought that it was super fucking easy to be a man, right? She's like, oh, yeah, being a man's like the easiest thing in the world, blah, blah, blah. Even though I would argue being a woman is the easiest thing. If you're talking about sex, it's much easier to be an attractive woman than it is to be a man. An attractive woman gets whatever she wants. I was sitting at the bar with this girl last night who I'm not going to mention, and she opens up her Venmo, sitting next to me at the bar, and there's $1,000 in Venmo. I'm like, how'd you get the $1,000 in Venmo? She's like, oh, this guy sent it to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you do anything in return for that money? And she goes, no. I was like, so you were telling me that you just have a guy that's sending you money out of nowhere, being a simp.
Yep.
Just sending you fucking money. She's like, yeah, I told him that I didn't have money for rent, and he just sent me $1,000. I was like, Jesus. And she's a very attractive woman. If I'm an attractive man, I cannot go out and find a woman.
That's just going to send you
$1,000. And by the way, I would never do that because that would take away from my manlyhood.
Well, of course. You wouldn't be a man at that point.
No, you wouldn't be a man.
No.
If you take money from women, you're not a man.
No.
You have to provide for the woman.
It's one thing if they insist and they want to do something for you, that's different because I would view that more as a gift and they're using their own money from that.
But you should always have, I believe, in any relationship with a man and a woman, the man should pay for 60 to 70% of things. The woman should pay for 30 to 40% of things.
Yes, agreed.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fair, yeah.
It's not, yeah. And people will be like, well, that woman's just with blah, blah, blah because they have money, whatever.
No.
And a lot of the time that could be true. Like,
it doesn't matter. Like, if me and Betty were both millionaires, it would still be that same ratio.
Yeah.
It'd still be that.
Yeah.
And
that's how it should
principle.
be, though, because
it's not dollar.
Throughout the entirety of society, human history, men have always taken care of women.
Absolutely.
That's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to cherish and take care of women.
Yes.
Cherish and take care of women. So if you start coming around, you're like, hey, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for this to the woman.
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? How's your life?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That shows a lot more about you as a man because here's what's going to happen.
Like, shit, when me and Betty when we got together, right, dude, I, like, took over her subscriptions and I started paying for them, you know? And I'm like, that makes, you got extra, like, $50 a month now to spend on whatever you need to spend it on. Yeah. I'll cover that for you. The Hulu, the Netflix, you name it, you know?
Yeah. See, I don't have any streaming platform.
Well, I mean, we do it because there's multiple individuals in the family that use it. Like, we have Disney Plus as well because Betty's little brother likes watching Disney, and I love my Star Wars, and I get that shit all day, every day. But, anyways, yeah. The point.
The feminist.
Yes.
So this feminist lady, right? She's an author, thinks it's easier, so she transitions to be a man. When she transitions, she realizes how fucking hard it is, how horrible women are and all this shit, ends up killing herself. Writes a whole book about how hard it is to be a man after the situation. Should I pull it up right now quick? I don't need to pull it up. You can look it up. Just Google feminist transitions to a man because thinking being a man is easy, fucking kills themselves. Yeah. That's the whole idea of the book. But it's a true story and it's facts. Because it's much harder to be a man. I don't have $1,000 sitting in my Venmo right now because somebody just paid it to me. And I'm not even criticizing said woman that did this. I was just like, hey, you're taking advantage of your looks. And I think that that's what you should do. If you're an attractive woman, there are some ugly ass fucking bitches out there.
Yeah.
They can't get shit.
Yeah.
So if you are one of them, I'm sorry, I apologize. But if you're not, bro, take advantage of that shit, dude. You could be in fucking Bora Bora with some rich fucking old guy. You don't even have to fuck him. He'll probably just take you there for fun. You'll be like, hey, I'm going to bring 2 or 3 of my friends. He's going to love the company from having hot bitches around him. You get to go to Bora Bora, and he gets to fucking have hot bitches. And he gets to look cool in front of the other older people when he goes to his fucking book club.
Yep.
So it works out for everybody.
It's a win-win.
It works out for everybody. And if I was rich as fuck, I would have hot bitches around me all the time. And I would just be like, hey, you're coming. Well, bitches.
I mean, I'm not rich as fuck, and I still got hot bitches around me all
the time.
No,
I have hot bitches, but I'm saying if you were rich, you're about to go on vacation, what are you going to do? Like, I do a couple vacations with the boys, obviously. But along with that, I'm going to walk into the club, and I'll be like, get those bitches.
Yeah.
Send my boys over. Hey, this dude over here, hella money. We're going on a fucking PJ private jet.
Let's go.
We're going to fucking Cancun
right
tomorrow.
Now.
You're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not tomorrow.
No,
we leave in an hour. Wheels up in an hour. Can I text
my boyfriend? No. In fact, you're breaking up with him right now. We're going.
Yeah.
To
No. Just fucking ghost him real quick. You hit him up in 3 days after we're done with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go back to him. Tatted.
Yeah.
With my name on it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's like, what would you rather do? Sit home with your boring ass boyfriend or come with me to Cancun?
Yeah, let's go. Let's rage.
We're going to Cancun.
Yeah.
Right.
Belly shots.
Yeah.
Or body shots, I mean.
Belly shots. Have you ever seen? Dude, I remember I was actually I was at the bar we were talking about. Old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was hanging out with a girl. And I actually have the video of it. I'll show it to you. But,
oh, boy.
Yeah. So there's another girl that's there as well. And the girl that I'm with we're getting fucked up, tequila shots.
Partying,
it's like a Thursday. I got to work in the morning. I'm like, fuck it.
Because
you always sacrifice the next day for Thursdays. Because what is Thursday if not a pregame for the weekend?
Thursday is Friday Eve.
Yes. Pregame for the weekend.
Yeah.
So we're all drunk, taking tequila shots, fucking Don Julio, shit like that, right? And anyway, the idea of body shots comes up. So my girl fucking takes her fucking shirt off, tits and everything out, just a bra.
Oh.
Because she couldn't get fully naked. She's laying down on the bar, fucking tequila right here, fucking salt here, lime in the mouth and shit.
And it's like,
takes
shot.
It, licks the salt. Yeah, this other chick comes on top of her, does the whole fucking thing.
Hell yeah.
Crazy ass shit. Loved it.
Dope.
And then this dude was like, let me do one. And
all
the girls got up and left because he was ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's just,
Now, if like fucking George Clooney or Brad Pitt walks
in the club,
you got to the bitches line up.
The bitches line up.
They would line up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, they would do body shots. Women would allow that. Because he's
even the blind bitches would do it.
Oh, because he'd be like, I'm George Clooney.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, they're high value men. They're high value.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a high value man,
like if you're a rock star or like a rapper or something, and you walk into a place, it's all attention, all eyes on you.
Yeah.
And honestly, famous people hate that. They just sometimes want to be treated like a normal person.
Yeah.
But if I was famous, I would be owning that.
I would not want to be super. I was actually thinking about
I don't want to be
I don't
famous.
want to be super famous.
I don't want to be famous at all.
No.
Let alone super famous.
Yeah.
I want to be off the motherfucking grid as much as possible. I want to disappear and ghost and be like, you guys can't find me. I'm on my own fucking private island.
Yeah, can you imagine that shit? Like if you were famous.
Bro, if I this Powerball shit, 1.6 billion, dude. If you won that shit, bro, oh my god.
You only get like 500 million though,
bro.
Right?
Like if it's 597.6 million dollars, dude. You're set for life. Your kids are set for life, and their kids are set for life. You're fine. You just got to be smart with your money. That's why people are fucking stupid. They don't know how to.
But do you know that you know what the lottery is, right? It's a tax for stupid people.
Well, I was just gonna say it's a satanic cult, but yeah.
You think it's a satanic cult?
Well, everything's a fucking satanic cult, dude.
Jesus, I wonder if the audience can hear that thunder.
I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ,
I'm joking. I'm being facetious. Not everything is a satanic cult, but people say like the fucking Super Bowl is, and all other kinds of shit, dude.
I don't think the Super Bowl is a satanic cult, but I think
here's the thing. unless you come out and say, I fucking worship Satan, you're not a satanic cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's as simple as that.
Well, actually, MGK did. He came out. Did you see his costume with Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Fucking.
But he's
fucked up.
Yeah. He's doing way too much.
Yeah, he's doing the most. But no, dude, I mean, I just think sports in general are fucking degenerate. We shouldn't be. Like, I can watch sport. Like I've said on previous podcasts, I can do it because I understand the fucking politics and what's going on in the culture and things like that. So I can watch sports. It's okay for me to do it. But if you're like, if you have no clue what's going on and you're just distracted with sports and everything, you shouldn't watch sports. You should have to turn off sports, turn on the TSFD podcast, figure out what the fuck's going on in the world, and then go back to sports.
You know, and like that's one of the big things, because you know what? I guarantee you there's all tens of our viewers probably don't know about the most recent advances in gene editing that are going
I have not.
on.
What's going on with gene editing?
So gene editing, I'll give a little gene editing like background here.
Yeah.
So gene editing started back in the 90s with the Human Genome Project. It was where we were learning to map out the human DNA, the double helix, right? We kind of touched a little bit on this in the previous podcast about vaccines and how it manipulates the RNA. So to kind of put things into perspective, your DNA is the full double helix going down, right? But the RNA is the proteins in between the two double helix strands that are crisscrossing, right? That protein is what ultimately determines, or that RNA ultimately determines like how the mitochondria and proteins are produced and the cell replications, green eyes, brown eyes, different mutations, right? So when you have the ability to literally go in, untangle the DNA to where it looks like a ladder, right?
Yeah.
And clip sections out and put what you want in.
Yeah.
You are now playing God. It's basically controlling life.
You can control,
point.
yeah. What? Yeah.
So recent advances. I was like, I'm about to quote something, but it's not reference to the recent shit. It was like 2017 that it was like 2015 or 2017. Japanese or Chinese doctor made the first successful ever genetically 100% genetically edited test tube baby twins, and they are still alive, growing today, and they are totally fine. They are just.
Do they know that they're?
I would imagine because of the publicity and the studies that you would have to go to and follow up just to make sure. Do you have a problem
with? Do you have a problem with us doing that? Playing God?
I definitely feel like there is a limit to man's power. And
but do we put that limit on ourselves, or is there an actual limit?
There is
so like
the
more
limit.
we advance technologically,
we'll cap.
It will cap. Eventually, it will cap.
Like look at the Egyptians, dude. Okay, there are like the Sumerians had fucking hieroglyphs etched in stone of a human head stitched onto a dog's body.
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't a fucking thing made up out of their imagination, all right? That was them fucking around with some shit, making chimeras and hybrids like what we do today, but in a bright white lab and make it look all pretty, and it's got government certifications and funding and all that, so it's not fucking weird.
One sec. Go ahead.
It's more science than anything. So when you see a ancient culture thousands of years ago depicting the same shit we're doing today, that means we're going to cap and restart all over again. It's a cyclical cycle, man. That's history. History repeats itself. What happened with World War I? After that whole scenario went down, history repeated itself. World War II. Same fucking shit.
There's a cycle. I think it's every 70 years. Mm-hmm. There's like a massive war, world war, like global fucking catastrophic war.
Yeah, I think there's probably some deviations in that. You know, obviously, if you go all the way back to like ancient civilizations and shit like that.
Well, it was definitely less than 70 years between World War I and World War II. So
absolutely.
Like, yeah.
But you're talking about major like events in the world that
like
not just affect
shit. Well, I think we're due for a fucking. We are due for a fucking. Well, dude,
we're due for.
You know what makes it
cyclical,
bro? Is it's that quote: "Hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men.
Yep,
weak men create hard times."
Where we are at right now, dude, is the point where there's going to be a cataclysm. Okay.
Yo, there has to be. There has to be. Too much has. Yeah.
We've gone through the cycle so many times of being bombarded with asteroids, comets, meteors, earthquakes, super earthquakes, tsunamis,
and then we just have nothing that's going on now.
And yeah, all of a sudden we've gotten to the point where we can now control the weather. We can make it rain in certain places. We can make it not rain in certain places. We can do all kinds of weird shit with the HARP.
Yeah.
Which is the weather controlling program and all. But if you think about it, the more you press pause on Mother Nature, the more she's going to hit back when it hits, and it's going to be big, and it might not be something we can recover from, like Yellowstone, right? If that blows, dude, that's a
supermassive volcano.
Well, and you know what that causes? It's called a superquake, and that causes tsunamis, earthquakes, and volcanic activity. If you have all three at once, dude, that is
it also puts so much soot into the air that the sun won't be able to warm the earth. We'll have a massive freeze.
It's a global thing at that point where it's not just a country that gets hit and a few million people die.
No, the earth would be fucked. The earth. We would be fucked sitting in this place right now. We'd be dead.
Majority of humanity would be dead.
Well, no, but some humanity would last longer. What I'm saying is,
it's the same thing as like the Spanish flu, right? The Spanish flu was so bad. I think it was like 75 million people died in it, right? But after the Spanish flu, guess what happened? The human immune system boosted. There were more plentiful resources to go around, and people had a better standard of living. So ultimately, it benefited humanity as a whole. Yes, it was fucking horrible during the time, but afterwards, there were fruit bear from that hell.
And from the hell. Well, and think about the Spanish flu is actually, I always compared it to COVID because when the Spanish flu came out,
you know, it had two epicenters. One point was I can't remember where, but like in England or over in that area, and the other point was literally exactly on the other side of the earth in like India or some shit.
Yeah.
On the same
It originated in China though.
No, the Spanish
it didn't originate in Spain.
No, not Spanish flu. Am I talking about Spanish flu or bubonic plague? It's one of the two. But
I think you're talking about the bubonic plague.
The epicenter.
You're talking about the bubonic plague.
They traced it back, dude. And the day that they could trace it back to was the same day in like England and the same day in India. So it happened in two separate spots. That's not an accident, dude.
No, but dude, do you know the bubonic plague would have been not even an issue had we had penicillin? It's literally just penicillin.
But it also was. You also have to take, like, a lot of people don't know this, dude. When comets and meteors come into our atmosphere and whatnot, they bring viruses. There's like 800 million viruses constantly penetrating our atmosphere. I saw this
video that was really fucking funny. It was like this dude, and he had like this like this rock that contained like ancient water.
Oh, really?
Inside of it that had been sitting there for a really long time. He like cracked it open and got the water out, and then it was. I'll show you really quick. Hold on, dude. And then it pulled up.
like he like died or something.
Then it said no. Then it was like, wait here. I'll just show you the video. Sorry, people watching. I'm not gonna be able to show it to you, but look at this. Oh, this was funny as well. This is not it.
Oh my god, I love it.
But that's not. Oh, he's wearing the pit pipes as well. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. I may not be able to find it here. I don't. Fuck. I don't want to like scroll through and try to find it.
So just tell me about it then.
Basically, he like opens the thing, and then there's this like dude sitting like this, and in the caption, it's like some rare virus that we never knew that existed before, and it's just been like trapped in the water and shit. And then when they like release the water, it like leaves it. But no, but like the Spanish flu, we were talking about the Spanish flu, that or the bubonic plague with the Spanish flu.
Oh yeah,
damn it, God,
it's habit,
bro.
Dude. I'm telling you, it was habit. Like, literally, I've got no smoke coming out. It's habit. Like, literally, it's habit.
Did you even hit it?
I don't think so, no. I got no smoke coming out. I just put it down.
I think you hit it while I was watching the video. I do think you hit it while I was watching the video.
I don't know, dude.
God damn it, one strike for Tony. Damn it.
It's all right. I'll take a strike.
Shit.
It's all right. You get a strike now.
I don't get a strike. Why?
Well, if you want to.
I haven't hit the. No, I don't. I'm not hitting it. I said I'm not hitting that motherfucker to prove that addiction's fake. Tony has disproved my theory twice.
It's force
by
a
asking
habit.
for the fruity one.
Seriously,
and then also hitting his.
I'll actually pay attention now.
Yeah,
I wasn't, dude. I was caught up.
I can go the whole fucking day without hitting nicotine. I can go the whole fucking day. I don't even get. Dude, I'm built different, but I don't even get fucking withdrawal symptoms. Like
I
dude,
could do it, but I'm
if
gonna
I
feel
don't
it.
hit a vape,
I'm gonna
I don't
feel
even get. No, I don't even get a headache. I don't get fucking shit.
Really?
And I rip this motherfucker, dude. And I get zero fucking side effects if I do. If I literally threw this shit in the motherfucking trash can right now.
Which you wouldn't
I'd
do.
be chilling. No, because it was $24.
Yeah, I was about to say,
that's like $24
no.
down the fucking drain. I'll keep it. Because I'm still gonna fucking rip the shit out of it,
Yeah.
but I know to myself, in my heart of hearts, that I have no side effects to not ripping that vape. Let me talk to you about the Spanish flu and the COVID thing.
Yes,
because the Spanish flu and the COVID thing, when the Spanish flu was around, obviously catastrophic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Early 1900s, horrible. But guess what we did? We learned to live with it. The flu's still around because it just mutated from the point of the Spanish flu.
Well,
COVID
still does, yeah.
Same thing, because COVID has animal reservoirs, so it can transfer to animals, mutate, transfer back, transfer between species and things like that, animal reservoirs. It's not going anywhere. We just have to learn to fucking live with it. Our really good friend who goes to the bar, double vaxxed, whatever the fuck, just got COVID.
Yeah. I mean, herd immunity.
Yeah.
There was some accuracy in that.
Herd immunity works, but the problem is the virus mutates so quickly that even if you get vaccinated, it's not going to really help anything. You need to continue to get vaccinated over and over and over and over and over again.
No,
you don't need to.
You don't want to do that because the more you do that, the more RNA is going to be altered. Yeah.
But it's like, that's what they're saying. You got to get vaccinated over and over and over and over and over again. And you're still, even at that rate, not able to keep up with the speed in which the COVID virus mutates.
Yeah.
So what were you going to ask me about?
Okay, so a segment. I wanted to pick your brain on this real quick. So, I mentioned this earlier, noodle knowledge. It's like a segment where we go out to like a populated area like the plaza, right? And we like find people and we say, hey, we're doing a podcast, whatever, and we ask them some fucking questions and see how stupid people really are.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, we'll ask 5 questions, right? And the first one's going to be like super fucking easy, right? And the last one's going to be like really fucking hard.
Yeah, and we tell them we'll give them like some money if they can answer all of them in a row.
Yeah.
So what if we did
they answer all 5 questions in a row, we'll give them $100, right?
Yeah.
But they can't phone a friend, they can't use the internet, and they're timed 30 seconds for each question. Right?
No, you give them 30 seconds each question.
Like, you have to answer within 30 seconds.
So you can be like, so the first one could be some like easy
who's on the dollar bill?
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds.
No, I'm just saying, no, we'll just go through the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just asked him a question.
Okay, and then it gets harder, right?
Yes, it gets
so like the next
harder.
one's like, what's the square root of 81?
Yeah. No, that's retarded. You can't.
That's 9. It's fucking easy,
it's
dude.
9. No, it's 9. But
that's
I'm saying
5th grade math.
No, it's 5th grade math. But we can't do math, bro.
Bro, if these motherfuckers out here are grown ass men and women that can't do 5th grade math, they're gonna need to reevaluate their life.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
the square. I'm not asking for like square root of 271 or anything like that. Where you're like, hold on, I actually have to.
It's
think.
15.3. But yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
You're bullshitting.
I know.
Yeah.
Total lie. Because guess what? I've been through my whole entire fucking life without ever needing to know what the square root of any fucking number is.
Exactly,
math, I'm sorry, and I know you're a big math guy.
Yeah.
I know you're a big math
is the concept
is probably the most
everything.
fucking retarded thing to teach kids in school.
It's the universal language, bro.
You need to teach kids
it's the language of the
addition,
universe. Subtraction,
multiplication, division.
That's math.
Shit like that.
That's math.
But other than, that's fine. But when we're doing like the Pythagorean theorem and shit, it's like, when the fuck am I going to use that, dude?
Building a building.
Yeah, I'm not building a goddamn building. And if I wanted to build a building, then I'll fucking learn the goddamn Pythagorean theorem.
Or hire somebody who's already learned it to do it.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll grab some fucking nerd off the street who's never had sex before, who knows the Pythagorean theorem. I'll have him come over and build my motherfucking building.
Oh, man.
I will make the profit.
Pythagoras was getting some chicks back in his day, man.
Oh, I'm sure he's probably sitting there like this, talking about the Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagoras wasn't like that, man. He was like a Plato and a Socrates. Those motherfuckers were like just getting blowjobs.
No, I'm so glad.
Oh, my God. Look at the angle her mouth is on my cock. That's like a triangle. Oh my, the breakthrough in math.
No, I'm so glad that he did what he did because we figured out so much shit. But I don't need to know that shit. You don't need to know that shit.
Okay, but knowledge is power, dude.
Knowledge is power.
Don't ever say you don't need knowledge. Even there's no such thing as
I
useless
definitely need knowledge. But math in general
is the universe of the language.
We waste so much fucking time teaching kids geometry.
It's the future. You need that.
It's not the future.
Okay.
Because most people aren't going to be in a field that requires you to know it.
Space travel.
Could spend that time.
Space travel.
What do you think's more important? Okay, but I'm not going to travel through space.
The next
and
gen,
if I do travel through space, I'll have Elon Musk make the plane for me.
This next gen is all tech. All tech.
Yeah, and that gets more. I could just be like, what's the Pythagorean theorem for this on my phone?
Okay, yeah, but
and I can pull it up.
Somebody used math to build that.
And that's fine. They did.
But like that's what I'm saying. But math is not going anywhere.
But also,
it is here for the long haul.
Yeah, no, it's not going anywhere for people who actually work in the field. For me, I can use my phone and solve any fucking problem. It's like, here, let's do a test. Ready?
Okay.
We're going to do a test.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I'm going to
give you
a funny math joke.
I'm going to give you a math problem.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I'm going to use my calculator.
Okay.
And you're going to use your brain.
All right.
And I'm going to see who gets it faster.
Can I use pen and paper?
Go ahead.
Bet.
We're both going to write it down at the same time.
Okay. Well, what's the math problem?
Let's do 15 times 19 plus 8.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
15 times 19 plus 8. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 293. See, I solved it already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a point, right?
No, the point is I can do it so much faster without learning how I learn it in school. Yeah, no, that's my point. I'm not actually trying to be a dick.
No, I know.
That's what I'm doing.
That.
It's like I just boom, send it in.
Okay. So
I almost hit it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. So let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With where everything's going, tech and all that.
Yeah.
We've got plans for the moon and for Mars, colonization, all of that, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of need to know advanced mathematics in order to triangulate the distance from the Earth to the moon, from the moon to Mars, calculating asteroids that could interfere in the trajectory of where your rocket is going, all that kind of stuff. That's advanced.
No, but and I agree. But here's the problem with our education system, and I actually got into a huge argument with a couple people at the bar over this. But here's the problem with our education, because I was like, we should ban public schools. We should make everything privatized, the entire school system privatized. I can get into that in a minute. But if you want to go into a field, and the problem with our education system is like basic knowledge is cool, right? We should have that basic knowledge of every single field, like here's English.
Hey, the first president was George Washington.
Well, no, but I'm talking basic like English, history, math,
geography,
science, geography. Yeah, shit like that should be taught on a basic level.
You know how many people don't even know?
Everybody should understand the basics of everything, and I think you should be well versed on everything.
Yes,
like I can sit here, I can talk to you about the fucking pyramids.
Yes,
I can talk to you about fucking Tom Brady's statistics,
sports.
I can sit here and talk about everything I need to talk about. That just makes me a good conversationalist and intelligent person. But so we should have a wide variety of knowledge on certain, like not wide variety, but a basic understanding of everything. Yes. But once you start getting into more advanced shit, at that point it's like, dude, and that's the problem with our education system.
So you're saying more macro as
our
opposed to micro.
Our education system is after you have a basic understanding of everything, right? Or of all the important shit. The problem with our education system is then it moves into the cookie cutter phase of education, which is like it's just pumping out fucking certain people.
Yeah,
they're
doctor,
the same person.
Lawyer, businessman, doctor, lawyer, businessman, doctor, lawyer,
yeah.
businessman.
Like, that's all it is. Yeah, yeah.
Stripper.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you get a stripper out of there.
No, but my thing is like you should structure your education. This is why they talk about ADHD so common, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's just that we're not all built the fucking same. We are not built the same for this single fucking education system that we have for everybody.
The bubble.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
Fake
you
bubble.
cannot send every single fucking kid to school learning the same shit, taking the same classes, doing the same stuff, and then they'll be like, well, you can get an extracurricular course. How about woodworking? And you fucking like cut a piece of wood in half and like build a car that they already had the fucking thing for. You just put the wheels on it. There's no fucking point to any of that shit, right? It's like cooking class. There's no fucking point to any of that shit.
Oh, well, hold on. Now, cooking is important.
Cooking is important.
Yeah, I will say there's more. I would much rather take a fucking cooking class than a woodworking class.
Oh, yeah. Down. No, I took cooking as well.
I can whittle. Everybody knows how to fucking whittle.
Some whittled sticks.
Yeah, we all have whittled. Okay,
I think I have some whittled
woodworking. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not dogging on the woodworkers out there because they do some fucking amazing, marvelous work. You know, when they put the time, the energy, and the effort, and all that shit into it. But cooking is more beneficial and more useful. You need that in order to survive. You don't need to know how to cut wood in order to survive. You just fucking cut it.
Yeah, you just cut the wood.
Yeah,
it's super easy. Hold on one sec.
Oh yes. So back to the point here.
Yeah.
Where were we at again? We were talking about
education system pumping out the same people. ADHD is fake.
Yeah. And I was talking about gene editing earlier and the whole test tube baby and the twins and all that, right? So the really cool thing about
By the way, real quick, I actually don't think ADHD is fake. I think it's just so fucking
over
prescribed. The medication for it is overprescribed. Because the pharmaceutical companies, God forbid, they don't make fucking $1, right? It's just, you cannot expect to send children. I feel like I have to explain myself on this so that people don't freak out, the tens of followers. But
he's so wrong.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you if you take every fucking child, you send them to the same education system, doing the same shit, it'll work really well for some people, but it's not going to work that well for others. And the ones that it doesn't work for, who cannot conform to the system, oh, well, he must have ADHD. Mm-hmm. How dare he not want to fucking sit down during math class and do the same repetitive shit, long division, when we have fucking calculators on our phones. And they're fucking 5-year-old kids walking around with better iPhones than me. And they're walking around with those motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. And then some fucking old-ass boomer who's been teaching her whole life, who hates her life.
Who still has a flip phone.
Yeah. Who's talking about you got to do long division. It's like, suck my dick.
Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, I will agree with you in that aspect. I've never really needed to use long division or square rooting or even exponents like PEMDAS. I've never had to use that outside of math class.
PEMDAS I have used. I have
parentheses
used PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
parentheses, exponents, multiplication, addition. Or division. addition, subtraction.
Yeah, because that's the order in which you solve a fucking
order of operations. Yeah,
order of
but
operations.
the fact is I've never had to use that in like my career or out in the world. You know, I've used addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, the basics. Like you were just saying, teach them the basics. You know,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's enough.
That's important because that gets your brain going. That gets your brain.
Yeah,
going.
that'll get you by. That'll get you by and get you through society and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
But the moment you start learning like quantum mechanics and like one of the questions I'm going to ask when we do this noodle knowledge, what is the Van Allen belt? Do you know what that is?
I know what that is.
Okay, what is it?
It's halfway between here and the moon. Not halfway, but it's between us and the moon.
Okay, and placement-wise,
they
yes,
talk about the Van Allen radiation belt all the time.
There you go.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a belt that protects
I talk
us
about it all
from
the time,
radiation,
dude. Because
yeah.
I'm saying, how the fuck do we get to the moon and get through the Van Allen radiation belt when there was no protection on the spacecraft from?
Well, the Van Allen radiation belt protects us from the sun's radiation.
No, I know, but you go through the Van Allen radiation belt and it's heavily radiated.
Yes, but it's through an electromagnetic field.
Yeah, but still, you have to have radiation protection on a spacecraft to get through the Van Allen radiation belt.
They have that stuff.
But how? So if you say,
the Russians have been sending rockets up into space.
So if I ask you a question, I say, what's the Van Allen belt? What's the answer to that? I just because I got it by saying Van Allen radiation belt, but like
you already knew what the concept is of it, but what is the Van Allen belt? The Van Allen belt is surrounding the Earth and it protects us from the harmful radiations from the cosmos.
Perfect.
So what are
some other questions you're going to ask people?
I was thinking like they get exponentially harder. So like, who's on the back of the $1 bill? George Washington, right?
Yeah.
Then I was going to do some math, like square root of 81, 9. All right. And then something like, all right, I don't want it to be like too hard.
Which living thing on Earth survived 5 mass extinctions?
Oh yes, that's a great one. Yeah,
do you
absolutely.
know what it is?
Which living thing? Plants?
No, it's the tardigrades, bro.
Well, tardigrades, they can survive fucking space, dude. But like a living thing, you have to be very specific. I mean, because plants have survived mass extinctions too, bro.
Yeah, but not 5.
Yeah.
You think 5?
Like, bro, we've had plants on Earth for a fucking fat minute.
But they've evolved. The tardigrades been the fucking same motherfuckers.
Well, the tardigrades go into like a hibernation recessive period.
Hell yeah.
You know, is immortality real? Yes. Immortal jellyfish can regenerate its own brain. It literally had its brain surgically removed and regenerated its own brain. How do you do that? Seriously, how the fuck do you do that? Your brain has been removed. What is making you fucking regenerate it?
When are we doing this? How about tomorrow?
You want to do this?
I'm
fucking down for this.
But I don't have a mic, but that's the problem. Is that like, what are we going to use?
We could go to Best Buy or something and get like a fucking plug in.
We can use
the
phone mic.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, just hold it up and be like.
And then, but I don't have any editing software. We're gonna have to buy editing software.
Okay, and we're gonna need to take a portable camera with us.
Yeah,
you know, but
I have that one. But my friend Steven wants that one back.
Okay,
but in fact, I forgot I was supposed to give it to him today.
Well,
I'll give it to him after tomorrow.
Exactly. But yeah, and like the other questions could be like, okay, yeah, if you have 3 quarters, 2 dimes, and a nickel, how much money do you have?
But here's the thing. I feel like those questions, we need to ask like funny questions. Like,
okay,
we need to make it interesting if we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta make it interesting.
Yeah. So like, ask a funny question. Like
I'm trying. We'd have to sit down.
We'd have to sit
down and brainstorm.
We'd have to come up with like 30 questions because we can't ask the same questions to people because if somebody's like.
No, and we just have $100 bill.
Yeah.
And we say, hey, you get this $100.
If you get all 5 questions right.
If you get all 5 questions right, you get
$100.
Yeah.
You know, or we could like put it in 20s and like fan it out to make it look like it's more than just a $100 bill.
Yeah, here.
You know?
We could even give them a $20 bill and just do 4 people.
Free money. Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. If they get them all right.
Or we could do like $15,000, and then the question's gonna be really fucking hard.
Yeah.
We could be like some fucking hard ass questions.
Okay, so
like we could be
like here we go. Math joke, right? Milk. Whole milk.
Oh my god, I have a really fucking. Go ahead. Wait, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Fucking whole milk was your trigger.
No, it reminded me of something. A riddle. Do you want to hear a riddle?
I do. I love riddles.
So, man gets home from work. He says, honey, I'm home. His wife is in the bedroom and goes, check the microwave. I'm cooking chicken. Looks at the microwave. Immediately runs out of the house and calls 911 because he knows that his wife is in danger. Why?
Say that one more time.
So husband gets home from work, goes, honey, I'm home. From the bedroom, she goes, I'm cooking chicken in the microwave. Will you check on it for me? He looks at the microwave, immediately runs outside and calls 911, knowing that she's in danger. Why? It's a great interview question. If you're conducting a job interview, ask this question.
Oh, I'm like over here like trying to find the wordplay and like being like, okay.
No. Why? Like, why would that make him believe that his wife's in danger and he needs to call 911?
Because she's not in the kitchen.
No, she's in the room and said, I'm cooking chicken in the microwave. Will you check on it for me? And he looked at the microwave, realized she was in danger, and ran outside and called 911. So what about that? No. So there's a couple of answers.
Okay, yeah.
So one of them is the time on the microwave is set to 911. Like 9 minutes and 11 seconds. He saw that. Realized. Second thing is his wife is a vegetarian, so she would never be cooking chicken. Third thing is you don't cook chicken in the microwave. It's really more of a question like it just makes someone think. You just have to answer the question.
Oh,
like,
that's not a riddle then.
No, it's kind of a riddle.
Because I'm over here thinking like, all right, he said, honey, I'm home. His wife's in the bedroom. So is he like talking to the honey, like honey? You know, I'm over here trying to dissect it. That's how riddles work, bro. Like the riddles, the answers are within it. You know,
that answer's within it. You just
you make up an answer.
No, you're not making up an answer. There's plenty of answers within it.
Okay,
there's just
the chicken's wrapped in aluminum foil.
Or you don't cook chicken in the microwave, or he's blind, or she's vegetarian, or fucking whatever. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, there's a plethora of answers, but
yeah,
like,
but that it just makes people think. It's like, here's another one. I heard this one the other day. You're doing a job interview. Right? Instead of asking you fucking stupid ass basic questions, I go, okay, how many ping pong balls can fit in an airplane?
As many as you want.
See, you said that, right? Right? But the whole point of that question is you have to respond thinking.
Yeah.
So like I'd be like, how big is the airplane?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
okay, so if I put a bunch of ping pong balls in the airplane, it's like that scientist that had that jar, he filled it with ping pong balls to the top. He goes, is this full? And the crowd goes, yes. And then he pours water into it, fills it up with water.
Yeah.
And now is it full? Pours more water into it, fills it up. Because the holes between the ping pong balls.
Yep.
So how many ping pong balls can you actually fit in? Am I allowed to cut the ping pong balls so I can make sure they fit perfectly?
Yeah.
And then that counts as like half a ping pong ball.
Kind of like mold the ping pong balls into the actual shape.
Can I mold them
of
together?
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is the plane? Like it's questions.
It's out of the box thinking.
Questions to get, because the more someone thinks about it and sits there like, the more retarded they are.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's just like, you want to immediately be like, how big is the plane?
Yeah. I mean, like you could put, I mean, having the specifics ultimately, is how you answer those questions. How you answer that question is by asking a question. Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah.
Every question, it's best to just answer. If you don't know the answer to a question, just
unless it's a direct question. Like, here's a direct riddle for you. This is an easy one. Very, very easy one. I've got different levels of riddles, like easy, medium, hard, right? So this one is...
I'm not going to be able to answer it, and I'm going to look retarded on the podcast.
No. I am always within sight. I change shapes, and I watch over you at night. What am I?
I'm always within sight. I change shapes, and I watch over you at night.
Most people get this like either.
I didn't get it.
Okay, one more time.
No, just tell me what it is.
The moon.
I fucking literally thought about the moon, but Jesus Christ. See? But it's not always within sight.
It is.
No.
Yeah, how
you can't always see it.
Somebody on the other side of the world seeing it.
Somebody
it's
can,
always,
but always in sight
outside
for who?
thinking. It's always within sight.
But not always in sight with me. I was going to say the moon. I was going to say molecules.
It's not shit. To you. I am an object. I am the object. I am always within sight. I change shapes, and I watch over you at night. What am I? The moon.
I was so close to saying the fucking moon.
Most people get that instantly.
But then I was like, that's too easy.
But a lot of people say, no, it can't be. And then I'm like, no, you got it right. Yeah. So here's a medium level one.
All right.
Right?
So I can not solve after I just fucking missed the easy one.
Okay. Well, do you want me to do a hard one so it's not as bad if you don't solve it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So this one is, I was once eternal. I am all around you, and I'm fading with time. What am I?
I was once eternal. I'm always around you, and I'm fading with time.
This one, is deep, too.
Jesus Christ.
I'm good at this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I make these my own. Like, I make these up. Like, I think of an item, I think of something, and I find 3 questions that can identify and relate to that specific item and put it in a riddle form. Do you want the answer? Just guess. Just give me an answer. I'll say it one more time. I was once eternal. I am all around you, and I'm fading with time.
No, I don't know what it is.
Life.
Jesus.
See? And it's like, fuck, yeah.
Life was once eternal.
Life was once eternal.
Not for us.
Yes, it was.
Never.
Before we brought sin into the world, it was.
Oh, Jesus.
See?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. What are you going to fucking? I'm not thinking about that because I'm not a religious person.
Bro, everybody knows
religious riddles.
Everybody knows that.
Fuck.
I mean, it's fucking true, bro.
Are we just giving in and hitting the vapes?
No, I haven't hit it. I'm just playing with it.
No, I think you're about to hit it.
No, I'm just.
I would never hit it.
He hit it.
No, I didn't hit it. No, I didn't hit it.
But no, I mean,
Snitch.
So riddles are very easy to create, but hard to solve. You know, because everybody has a different way of thinking. You know, so like if I were to say, what is black, white, and red all over? You got a lot of answers.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, what's black and white and red all over?
A zebra that's bleeding.
That's an answer that fits to that. A newspaper is also an answer. A beaten penguin is an answer.
A beaten penguin.
You know, so I mean, you have, you know, that's why it's not necessarily.
The newspaper is the most clever answer to that, though.
But because it's how the riddle is written, what is red, R-E-A-D, all over?
Yeah.
Most people think color.
That would be funny for some questions, is ask people riddles.
Yeah.
If they can answer 5 riddles and red all over. Yeah, the newspaper one definitely is the best.
That one's that's an old one.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but like.
I always said a bleeding zebra.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck it.
Yeah, black, white, and red all over newspaper.
Yeah.
It's always been a newspaper.
It's always been a newspaper, but I always say zebra.
I know.
It's like, fuck it.
Yeah. So, you know, you have to also take into consideration, like, I feel like everybody, what we should do, and this is like a totally far out there thought, man, like, we should, like, get a shit ton, mass produce, like, ayahuasca and just fucking burn it in the atmosphere and make everybody trip hella.
Why would you want to do that?
Just get everybody fucking tripping and everybody seeing like extra dimensional creatures and aliens and be like, oh!
Can you imagine how freaked out people would be?
Dude, it'd be fucking awesome.
Dude, did you know some dude was apparently handing out? Well, I can't. But yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy as fuck.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
awesome. To
awesome.
give people fucking drugs and they don't even know they're taking them.
Yeah, bro. Imagine like they're going through their 9-to-5 day and they're at Starbucks and they're like, can I get a cotton candy frappuccino? Oh my God, what the fuck are you? And they vomit everywhere.
Or shit.
Yeah.
I would do ayahuasca. I still think my best experience was doing DMT.
I want to do the whole shaman experience and all of that, dude. I think it would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like actually go to South America and do some fucking ayahuasca.
And vlog the whole thing.
I want to go to Teotihuacan and do it. You know about Teotihuacan?
I don't.
What? Bro, I'm about to blow your fucking mind.
What is it?
Teotihuacan.
What the fuck is it? Did it not pick it up?
No, it got it. Teotihuacan is an ancient archaeological site. This is a picture of the structure of Teotihuacan. It is identical to a modern-day circuit computer.
Not quite, yeah. I mean, it's not quite identical, but yeah.
But dude, it doesn't get fucking more identical than that, damn near, bro. So people, and it's pyramids too. Like it's fucking beautiful, man. Like the site.
Would you go?
Oh, I want to go, dude. I want to go. It's in South America, I believe. Yeah, I also want to go to the Amazon too.
Yeah, I'd love to go to the Amazon.
I think that would be fucking
I want to go to
awesome.
Antarctica. So,
yeah, I do
but
too,
you
man.
Can't.
You can.
Hardly.
What fucking rule says you can't go to
Antarctica? You literally are not allowed to go to Antarctica.
Says who?
To a certain part. You're not allowed to go past a certain
Says who?
Part. Says the governments.
Fuck with me. Trust me, dude. I'm not going to bullshit you. You can be a military soldier, right? You will not ever get deployed to Antarctica. You have to volunteer to go. That's how fucked up it is there, bro, because it's negative 50 below. But if you get into some of the fucking caves and shit,
to go there?
Yeah, bro. And there's some fucking sketchy ass shit that happens in Antarctica, man. Like secret bases, fucking flying saucers, holes in the earth that go into like the fucking lizard man world. I mean, literally, bro. There's some crazy ass shit people say happen there.
I don't think fucking. I think people just go crazy there because it's fucking they're alone, secluded.
I honestly don't agree with that, dude, because there are caverns. There is scientists have recently found in Antarctica these massive fucking caverns that are a balmy 68 to 72 degrees, bro. That have their own ecosystem, completely different life structure and life forms, bro, because it's completely isolated from everything else. It's fucking amazing. Like, that's what, like, I think there's like 7 different countries that have claimed territory for from Antarctica. And
God damn, it's fucking crazy there. I'm just looking at pictures right now.
Do you know, like, the ice is 3 miles deep, bro? 3 miles deep.
Fucking jeez, dude, it's crazy.
It's the last explored frontier of our planet, other than the ocean.
Would you live in Antarctica?
I probably wouldn't live there, but I would love to go and maybe like spend like a couple days.
Oh, there's fucking the penguins and shit.
Yeah. Like at its peak season, I think there's like 4,000 people that live in Antarctica during its peak season. It's anywhere from 1 to 4,000.
Jesus, why would you live there?
A lot of people do it like it's government science organizations.
Tinder makes its first match in Antarctica. Jesus. Tinder fucking is utilized in Antarctica. There's a base. It's weird the humans have been there and like built shit.
The Nazis actually did it prior to World War II. They had a huge fascination with Antarctica. After World War II, the United States did an operation. What was it? Not high jump. It was an operation. I could fucking get online right now and type into Google operation to Antarctica and it'd pull it up. But there was a commander, admiral, very, very decorated admiral who was leading the expedition and everything. When they got to Antarctica, crafts came up out of the water, out of the ice.
Yeah.
And they had a battle. There was a battle. Like
there was a battle?
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
How do you not know this shit?
I don't know this shit.
Bro, like one of the fucking cruisers, one of the ships got sliced in half, straight down the middle, with like some kind of laser gun.
The fuck?
Yeah, dude, this is fucking real documents, man. FOIA has been amazing, dude. Freedom of Information Act. That shit has been put out so much shit into light, and you can thank Trump for it. But the caveat to it, right, is now the government can just go through the private sector with like Lockheed Martin and Bigelow Aerospace and shit like that and do all their stuff. And private industry is not subject to FOIA inquisitions. It's only government-funded shit that's subject to FOIA inquisitions, meaning when the taxpayer dollars is used by the government to do some secret operations, we need to know about it. Now, if the taxpayer dollars is going to the government for them to outsource to a private industry and now they're paying for it, we don't have the right to know about it because it's no longer our money being used for it. That's the whole concept behind FOIA.
Yeah. That's fucking insane.
But yeah, dude, and you look into Antarctica, bro. You'll probably learn a thing or two about it, man.
I will.
Yeah. I mean, because there's some shit there, bro. There's some shit there, man. A lot of fucking shit going on there.
I'll check it out.
You know, like you hear about the fucking Roswell and the Area 51 that the fucking government confirmed, like, I think it was like 2017. They said Area 51 does exist.
Yeah.
But
everybody already knew it did.
Yeah, everyone already did because of fucking Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was the one who put Area 51 on the map, talking about Los Alamos and the secret base S4 and the whole Element 115, and you hit it, so that's a strike.
I've hit it twice already.
Oh, I thought the first one was a fake hit.
No.
Oh.
I've hit it like 3-4 times.
Oh, okay.
I'm just very discreet. Remember you said I couldn't be discreet with it? And I've been. And I have been. All right, are you ready to wrap it?
Yeah, let's wrap it.
I need a fucking coffee or something, dude.
Bro, go get a 5-hour.
All right, thank you all for watching the show. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Peace.